My name is Angela Zogo. Today, I will be sharing with you a few things I thought would really be of interest, will really help us in our marriage journey as husband and wife. So, my question for you today is, who do you go to? Who do you go to when you have issues, when you are upset, when you are confused, when you are angry, when you have issues with your partner, with your spouse? Where do you go to seek for help? Who do you go to share your problems, your feelings with in that situation, in that moment? That will be my discussion today. Because a lot of time we need to check actually the kind of people we keep in our inner circle, the kind of people we keep in our space. Who are the people that advise us when we've got troubles or we've got challenges in our life, in our marriage? When you are confused and you're seeking for help, where do you run to? Because I want to say this because it is an ideal thing to do. It is our thing, especially women. When we've got problems and troubles in marriage or even a personal life, we always run to people, want to share, want to talk about it. You know, when we talk about it, it's become less of a load to us when you share your troubles and your problems with your friends, right? It's a very good thing to do. But the question though is, who are those friends you share your troubles with? Are they people that support you? Are they people that hold you accountable? Are they people that have your interests at heart? Or even if they have your interests at heart, at that time or moment, do you think that advice or suggestions they are giving to you are what is really important or is really going to help you at that time of your life? So what I'm saying is that because we have the services of marriage coach and counselors, when you've got troubles in your marriage, I feel that it will be an ideal thing to go to a marriage counselor who is really going to help you to be able to understand the dynamics in your relationship or your problems in your marriage, the connections and whatever it is you're going through, and be able to set up a plan and task that will help you to work in a very good directions. But a lot of time we go to people that will think they've got our interests in our hearts. And they are people that we have in our life, they are friends. And there is totally nothing wrong in keeping friends, on having good friends that will support us in a time of trouble. We all need it. We need it absolutely. However, what I am trying to say today is, when they give you information, when they give you the suggestions, whatever it is at that time, especially in a marriage issue, it's not everybody have the what to say at that time in your marriage. Not everybody have the right advice to give to you. I think that you should seek the services of a professional who does not know you from anywhere. It could be a man or a woman, of the person you trust, a marriage coach that you trust, that you'll be able to relate all the informations or the things you're going through in your relationship. They will be able to give you, guide you in the rightful direction. So that's my message today. And also, even when you don't have a problem, what are the kind of things you listen to? What we listen to modify or mold our life. Yes, that's why the Bible said that evil communications corrupt good manners. You may be a person of good integrity, but because of the company of people you keep in your life, it will really influence you negatively or positively. Is it a good thing to keep friends? Absolutely. But you got to vet the quality of the people you keep in your life and the quality of the discussion or the suggestions or the advice or the contributions they make in your life. You're not just going to take everything they give to you. You've got the option, the choice to be able to select, vet, filter some of the informations you hear from people. Because what you hear is what you become. I've come to know it. The kind of communication you hear will begin to determine the kind of life you reflect in your life and even in your marriage. So when you go out and you discuss with people and you think you're not listening, you are taking everything in your life. By the time you get home, you begin to reflect or emit all those negative energy or things you hear from people, right? Without even knowing it. So that's what the Bible said. Evil communications, evil company corrupt good manners, corrupt good character. You are a woman of integrity. You are a man of integrity. But the kind of company of men you keep in your life and you call them your friends will begin to tell you what you do when you get home to meet your wife. They'll begin to give you unnecessary advice you're going to implement in your life, in your marriage with with your wife, with your spouse. And for women, you go and get all the information and you come back in your relationship and you're reflecting and emitting all those negative things we hear from people without taking our time to vet all those informations. How does this help me in this relationship? Right? Do they really mean well for me? These informations I've got now, what is it helping me at this time in my marriage, at this time of my relationship, this problem I have? Is it the best thing to do right now? Who do you listen to? What are the company of people that you keep? So what you hear and behold is what you become. It can happen to everybody. You are a good wife, but the kind of friends you keep lately will begin to change the character and the way the attitude you bring to your marriage, the way you relate to your husband, because of the kind of friend. Because that's not you. That's not who you are. But the kind of advice you hear and what you watch other women that you keep in your life, in your circle, do, you begin to bring those things into your marriage. That's not who you are before. Oh yes, but because you keep that company at that time, you begin to, what you said to your husband or to your spouse will begin to change. So for men, you come back, you are in a company of people, and you come back to your husband, to your wife, to your house, to your home, and you begin to emit those negative energy. And you don't even know where it comes from. Sometimes you say, no, I'm not going to do this. No way. This advice is not good for me. But because you have heard it and you keep hearing it from time to time, over time, you begin to reflect those things you hear from people. So it is my advice today for you is, it is good to run off to people, go to people, loved ones, family members, friends that you keep in your life, male or woman, to just share those advice with them and listen to what they've got to tell you. However, when you come back, take some time to vet and filter out those things that will not serve you in your relationship. Again, even if you have no problems, you've got no challenges, you're just living your normal life, but the kind of friends you keep in your life will determine the quality of life you're going to live. Because what they do, over time you begin to do. What they say or what you hear, over time you will become. So it is very important. I'm sharing these two messages today. One is the people you run off to, the people you contact, the people you go to share your feelings, which are okay with. When you have troubles, you really need to vet who they are and vet the kind of information you hear from people. Secondly is, even if you got no issues, but the kind of friends you keep around you might be the people that will corrupt the integrity of your life, might corrupt the quality of the life you live, and you begin to reflect it negatively or positively. So the kind of people we keep in our lives, however we look at it, even if they are our friends, even if they are family members, if they don't mean well for us, they will corrupt our lives and we'll begin to reflect those things they are telling us. Take some time to vet the friends you have in your life right now. When you have confusion, when you have challenges, troubles in your relationship, in your marriage, who are the people you talk to? Do you vet? Take some time to vet the information you hear from them. Or would you rather choose to seek the services of a marriage coach who is neutral? You don't know him, you don't know her, but you trust that this person is going to hear me out and going to put me in a rightful perspective. So that's my message for you today. The what you hear every time, every day, you will become eventually. It will corrupt your mind. However, who you run to when you have troubles, when you have issues in your marriage and confusion, will also determine how your marriage or the quality of your marriage will turn out to be. So take some time today and reflect through what I have discussed with you today. And I want to see all your comments in the comment box below. Thank you so much, and you have a wonderful day. Bye.